I got laid off from my job. I, 18M, had been working as an electrical trainee for almost 6 months. Everyone loved me and I was immensely popular in the company. I almost got laid off, or fired, in August, because of a few things. 1. I used my phone too much, i.e., pulling it out to check the time occasionally, answering texts from my family once in a while, and replying to work emails. 2. Taking too many bathroom breaks. I have IBS and IBD, so I had to use the bathroom once every hour. And I even explained to my journeyman the issue. 3. I was making some mistakes. Since everyone liked me, nobody told me I was making them. And they fixed my mistakes without notifying me at all. 4. I ate a handful of Skittles from the candy jar in the shop office. The boss accused me of eating all the Skittles. And I didn't. 5. Not taking a long lunch. Company norm, but illegal according to state law, is combining your rest breaks with your lunch to create a longer lunch. I didn't do that because I am pre-diabetic, and I needed the time to eat a handful of cashews or an apple and recharge. 6. Leaving early. Everyone told me that the shift was 73 on Thursday and 72 on Friday. I left at those times. Anyways, I was given a second chance, and I didn't use my phone as much. But on Thursday night on my way to a concert, my boss called me. He told me him and the vice president of the company had done some talking, and they were going to go ahead and lay me off. I just said, okay, because I didn't know what else to say. Please let me know what you think. Apply for unemployment. Were you union? If so, talk to your rep. If not, get in writing why you were fired. Some of the things you mentioned would be protected class and needing medical accommodations. Others aren't protected but means you weren't fired for reasonable cause and can collect unemployment. If they say no, just appeal. Next job, try to get as much policy in writing as you can. If coworkers are taking it light on you, tell them you need to learn from mistakes. Everyone loved me and I was immensely popular in the company. Apparently not. Laid off and fired really mean different things. It sounds like you will have to start over and do a better job of figuring out what is acceptable to the bosses and not just what your buddies tell you is okay. Breaks for food and toilets are human needs. Knowing the company rules about schedules is something else. You were fired, not laid off. Looking back at your previous postings, you come off like a problematic employee. Health issues aside, sounds like they had just had enough of you. You're 18 and have a lot of learning to do when it comes to making it in the workforce. All of the minor things noted in your post are things easily rectified, as has been pointed out in your past threads. You're 18 and you got fired. NBD, just say thank you next and find the next one. 1. I used my phone too much, i.e., pulling it out to check the time occasionally, answering texts from my family once in a while, and replying to work emails. You're at work. Stay off your phone until you're on a break. Don't text. Don't check the socials, unless you are subject in an email. You don't need to be checking it every few minutes. 2. Taking too many bathroom breaks. I have IBS and IBD, so I had to use the bathroom once every hour. And I even explained to my journeyman the issue. I have no ground on which to weigh in here. Maybe you can find a medication to ease those conditions? It might be necessary since you're gonna have to deal with that at every job you have. 3. I was making some mistakes. Since everyone liked me, nobody told me I was making them. And they fixed my mistakes without notifying me at all. Okay, others have already stated it. But it's not your coworker's job to coach you beyond reason. It's expected that you may need some coaching. But if you aren't putting in the effort, and are consistently on the phone or on the can, they are probably feeling like they would rather just do the job themselves rather than having to deal with you. 4. I ate a handful of Skittles from the candy jar in the shop office. The boss accused me of eating all the Skittles. And I didn't. I am gonna take a guess that the boss is just frustrated with you in the Skittles or otherwise a non-issue. 5. Not taking a long lunch. Company norm, but illegal according to state law, is combining your rest breaks with your lunch to create a longer lunch. I didn't do that because I am pre-diabetic, and I needed the time to eat a handful of cashews or an apple and recharge. Again, not really an issue, and I am guessing that the actual problems are other issues, and you may be mentioning this in order to make your ex-employer seem worse. 6. Leaving early. Everyone told me that the shift was 73 on Thursday and 72 on Friday. I left at those times. If everyone told you a shift, and then they were all working past that time, this should indicate that overtime is commonly expected. I sort of feel like you aren't giving us the whole story here. Also, your job is a trades-related job. OT is expected. If that doesn't work for you, then you're gonna either have to find a different career or change your work behavior. Trades don't have typical hours. You leave when the pro leaves. Honestly, I don't buy any of what you said except maybe the IBS. You were on your phone too much. As a typical 18-year-old, you made a lot of mistakes. You're pre-diabetic, yet you're chowing down in Skittles in the office. Just do better at the next spot. If anyone wants to message me, feel free to. I would like to explain more if anyone wants to hear. What state is this? Are you in a registered apprenticeship program? Which country are you in? Nothing in your list seems like a fireable offense. I'm going to specifically talk to number 3 though. You're a trainee. You're going to make mistakes. If the employer expects their trainees to have a 100% perfect track record, they're delusional. If it helps at all, I have a number of friends in construction trades, and layoffs are not uncommon in the industry. Usually it's due to work drying up, but could be anything. Sounds like you handled it professionally. I hope you won't let this deter you from keeping on your electrical career path. It's what I would switch to if everything fell apart tomorrow. Honestly, you sound like a hassle and like to talk a lot. I have IBS, but I have my symptoms under control. Maybe a doctor could help you out. Why are there so many people here dogpiling on Op, telling him he's the problem? From his post, it seems to me he did very little wrong. The hourly bathroom breaks are pushing it, and maybe he was spending too much time on the phone. But the rest seem to be the company's fault. So it's an involuntary termination. Now they stated a reason. Poor performance, for example. You can ask for your file, apply for unemployment, and take all this as a learning lesson to check but verify. Maybe at some point they would have had to hire you, and instead they preferred to exploit another apprentice? Get a F-King watch and you won't have to pull out your phone as much. If you are pre-diabetic, you should stay away from Skittles or any sugar. Just move on and you'll find yourself another job in no time. You've already got good experience, so build on that. It scunners me that young folk like yourself are being made to feel worthless at your age. FFS. You can do anything as well as any of those that interview you. Don't be intimidated. Just stand up and use your wisdom. And then you'll see how easy it is. You can do anything you turn your mind to. We all can. It breaks my heart seeing you kids feel like this. We were all you once. FFS. Man shrugging. You can do anything you put your mind to. All you need to know All my best to you, thumbs up. This thread is hilarious. Take some accountability for yourself and get a grip.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.